Well, many of us walk around with that attitude of, it can't happen to me. Yet whether we admit it or not, we are putting ourselves at risk every time we get behind the wheel of a car. And that is why a comprehensive auto insurance policy is so critical. Attorney Scott Smith and his team at Smith Law Office are experts in this field. So Scott is here again with some great advice for us. Good to see you.
Thank you, Robin.
All right, today we're talking about this auto medical payment coverage. You hear that word, and I even just said to you, okay, can you tell me what it is? Because I have no clue if I have it or I don't.
Most people don't, Robin. What it is when you go to your agent and say, I want full coverage on my car. I have to have it. The law requires it. If you look closely at your policy, you're probably paying a premium for what's called medical payments benefits.
Okay, so you're paying that premium for this. What is it? Who does it cover? What does it cover?
Medical payments are if you're in a collision, whether it's your fault or the other person's fault, they will pay up to a certain amount for your medical bills.
And why is this so important to have then in addition? Because I feel like that's what your insurance is, right? It takes care of the bills when you get involved in an accident. So is this in addition to something?
That's an excellent point. A lot of contention between insurance companies and people like me trying to protect people like you go into what this actually does. Your insurance, health insurance that is, may have a big copay, may have a big deductible. So you go to the hospital for a car collision you didn't cause, you've got to pay these bills. You may not have the money,
Sure.
but your medical payments benefits may be there for you to pay those copays, those deductibles, those first numbers of medical bills that you get in. You don't have to take it out of your pocket.
That makes perfect sense. Now that you explain that, obviously, it's something I feel like everybody needs and should have. And I imagine, too, that, like you said, we don't always know we have it. So should we be checking our policies? Should we make sure that that is something we are paying for?
Robin, as you and I have discussed before, our policies of insurance need to be looked at closer. We're all trying to save costs, but you also want to be fully covered. You always need big liability policy, so you are protected in case you cause a collision. You also need uninsurance and underinsurance in case they cause a collision and they don't have any insurance or they don't have enough. Medical payments is another benefit here. You have to see if you've got it, see if you need it, checking your own health insurance.
And you just kind of touched on this, which was another question I was thinking of. Does it cover if you are the one that causes it? Does it cover the people in the other vehicle? Does it cover everybody involved? Is it just a coverage for yourself?
Medical payments is just for yourself or someone who's a passenger in your car who's covered by that insurance on that vehicle. It doesn't cover the other people. That's why you have liability insurance. If you cause the collision, that's what pays them. But medical payments benefits is just for you or the people in your car.
Are there certain questions we should be asking our insurance company then to make sure we have adequate coverage? I'm sure there are different levels of this coverage, certain amounts we are limited to. What should we be asking?
Robin, there is so much we can't cover it right now, but you need to know you have to have enough liability insurance to cover your own assets. You need uninsurance for people who don't have insurance, underinsurance that don't have enough, and medical payments, whether your health insurance is good or not, whether that's right for you.
Say somebody is in this situation then, Scott, and they get involved in this accident. They are injured, another party is injured. What does your team do as far as helping them deal with both the insurance company, dealing with these bills, kind of figuring out what happens after?
Well, medical providers are kind of tricky here. You go to the hospital without having an attorney first, and they want to know your auto insurance. Well, why would they want to know that? They want that dollar for dollar insurance coverage under the medical payments benefits. They don't want to take the health insurance because health insurance doesn't pay them dollar for dollar in their bills. That's why you call an attorney first.
Okay, so if someone's in an accident, obviously the police are called. Second call should be to Scott Smith.
Well, maybe after your family,
well, okay.
But soon thereafter.
Soon thereafter. Okay, and then from that point, are you able to help them navigate what's going on, help the family navigate? What are the steps you take?
I do that every day. I talk to people every day on the phone, Ron, without taking their cases, because the cases may be small, maybe they can work it out, maybe they can't. We take big, serious, fatal collisions. We can help them right away. It's another reason to call an attorney quickly after a collision, whether you're a family member or you. Get the advice of the attorney so you don't step in these landmines that can cause you more problems down the road.
Okay, so my advice right now is to write down the website, write down the phone number that are on screen, because have it on standby, because if something happens, you're going to need it to get some good help. So Scott, I want to thank you for being here.
Thank you, Robin, always.